Good afternoon, Knights. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeffrey Laux, and today is October 10th, 2022. Here's your daily nightly news update. UCF's Young Democratic Socialists of America held a protest on campus Thursday to voice their opinions on current issues. The school's handling of students' problems with Hurricane Ian and the recent overturning of Roe v. Wade left members very upset. Yesterday, students joined the organization in solidarity. They were able to listen to speeches and protests, claiming their civil rights were being violated. Secretary Jules Lemos Maldonado led the protest, saying students are fed up with the decisions of both UCF and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. UCF football partnered with Knights Pantry and One Florida during its last game Wednesday night. Before the game, players wore One Florida warm-up shirts that were available for purchase to the public, with 100% of profits going to hurricane relief efforts. UCF players, along with other in-state college football teams, wore decals on the back of their helmets. 100% of proceeds we donated to the Florida Disaster Fund.
It was definitely, the mental and emotional toll that the hurricane, that was real. And I really appreciate Terry and our administration, our president, being sensitive to that, pushing the game back to Wednesday.
Students experiencing hardships are encouraged to contact UCF CAP's crisis line on the road to recovery. Iranians across the country are taking to the streets after a college student's death for showing her hair in Iran. Disapproval over the Iranian government began after a 22-year-old woman was killed in custody of Iran's morality police. A heavy police presence lingers throughout the country as civilians protest for a third straight week. Death to the dictator, with some even uncovering their hair in objection. One human rights group says about 150 people have been killed and hundreds are in custody currently. Knights Pantry on campus is doing everything they can to help students who fell victim to Hurricane Ian. Nightly News reporter Gabrielle Wilson spoke with staff to get more insight on the plans they have for students in need.
The Knights Pantry is one of many campus resources that has taken the initiative to extend extra help to UCF students who have been affected by Hurricane Ian. Last week, all students were allowed up to 10 items instead of the usual 5. Jeannie Kirwas, Associate Director of the Student Union, says she loves the pantry and is proud of everything they do.
In past years with other hurricanes and continuing with this one, the community absolutely rises up to assist. And so we've been receiving donations pretty much since the rain stopped.
Pantry staff says an influx of donations has been rolling in more and more each day from students, local families, and supermarkets. Donation drop boxes are also in various locations on campus. Knights Pantry also encourages people to donate to their foundation fund at foundation.ucf.edu to help keep food on the shelves for students year-round. Many UCF students stuck without power, some were forced to throw away the food in their refrigerators, leaving them with little to nothing left. Knights Pantry is aware of this tragedy and is putting forth the effort to help give back what was lost. Senior nursing major Victoria Lopez Breda shares her feelings on the storm and Knights Pantry's efforts.
I think it's a really great resource that they have here because a lot of students lost power, so a lot of their food either spoiled or is not just like fresh anymore. So this is a really great way to kind of come back from that and recuperate from that. So I just think it's like a really good thing to have.
The Knights Pantry wants all UCF students to know that they're here on campus for their benefit, and if they're in need of any necessities, to stop by. In Orlando, Gabrielle Wilson, UCF Nightly News.
Pantry staff says they also have a program that is in full effect until November 31st to help UCF faculty and staff who may have been impacted by the storm. They encourage all in need to utilize the program. Hundreds gathered to fight against abortion laws in downtown Orlando on Saturday. Bands Off Our Body Florida Region 9 and the future leaders of Orlando joined together for protests against women's rights and abortion laws. This women's march comes in protest of the strike down of Roe v. Wade. Speakers at the rally talked about the importance of voting as a way to make sure their voices are heard.
This is part of a larger effort across the state and across the country to build power long-term for reproductive rights so that we can make sure that access to abortion will remain safe and legal in Florida and beyond.
Early voting for Florida is from October 24th through November 6th. Election Day will be held on November 8th. Now, let's take a weather at today's weather forecast. Today's high is 84 degrees with mostly cloudy skies and a 30% chance of rain. It's a little bit windy, but it's perfect weather to grab a hammock and sit outside. Tonight, the low is at 70 degrees with a 20% chance of rain. Tomorrow's high is 87 degrees with rainy skies and a 50% chance of rain. Be sure to carry that umbrella with you before going out. That's all the time we have for right now. Stay tuned for tomorrow for another nightly news update. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And as always, go Knights, charge on.